Hey everybody, this is Mike from Ross Video. Today we're going to do a quick introduction to controlling an Ultrix frame from a third-party controller. So this is a question that we get an awful lot in technical support, is how exactly is this set up and what steps do I need to do in order to be able to start controlling my Ultrix from an external control system. So today's demo, I'm going to be showing you how to set up the Probel SW08 protocol, the router protocol, inside of an Ultrix to allow external communication. And the external control system that I'm going to use is the ever popular and very powerful BitFocus Companion application. More information on the BitFocus application, as well as the products and services that I'm using here from Ross Video, are available at the Ross Video website, rossvideo.com, and you can also go to bitfocus.io to get the companion app for demo use. So the first thing we need to establish is the Ultrix currently prepared to receive outside communication from an external control system? Now, starting at version 5.0, we have the ability to enable or disable services for external protocols inside of the Ultrix. And you'll find that under System Status of your Ultrix, under the Network tab, and then under Services. You see here where this button Change appears. When I select Change, I'm allowed to enable or disable any of these services that I want to be able to use. Now, in this case, I know that I want to use the Probel SW08 protocol, but it's possible that you can use GBG Native, Ember Plus, or even Rosstalk to do these same types of commands. So I have them all enabled, but essentially today we really only need the SWP08. Now, once I've established that my service is active and running, there's a special section inside of the database called the Connections tab that will indicate to you here all of the incoming connections into your Ultrix frame. So in this case, you can see I have a few dashboard clients that are connected to this frame, but there are no external devices. They're all dashboard clients. So let's flip over now to the BitFocus Companion application and set up that device to start transmitting and receiving Probel 08 protocol. So it's a web-based application. You'll notice here that when you log into your BitFocus application, you get the Connections tab, which is the first thing that shows up. You can add connections here inside of this section over on the right-hand side, and I know that the Probel protocol is SWP08. There's a couple different options here. There's even one for the Ross Video router that's down at the bottom. So I'm going to add that protocol in. Once the protocol is selected, you can rename this. So I'm just going to rename this to Ultrix SW08. The IP address of your frame, so this is the IP address that you use to connect with dashboard. You also have to make sure that your BitFocus Companion app is also on the same network as the device so that they can reach each other. And then down at the bottom, you don't have to select any of these features. You can just hit the Save button. What that does is it automatically enables and connects your third-party protocol to the Ultrix. So you can see it's okay. So the status of it now is it's currently connected and it's okay. If I go back to dashboard to take a look at the Ultrix, you'll notice that now there's a brand new connection down at the bottom, which is the IP address of my companion app, as well as the type of Probel protocol that's being used. Now, there are some options inside of the Ultrix with the protocols where you can determine how the Probel protocol is going to react. Now, in our case, the companion app just uses our defaults, so we can leave it as is, but you may have to tweak around with these different parameters to get to the right configuration that you need. But typically you just leave them all as default, just like I did with the companion app. I left everything as default. All right, so now that I know that I've got connection coming in, all I need to do is start sending commands. So we're already receiving the connection. We know that we're connected. And aside from enabling the feature inside of the Ultrix, there's really nothing I needed to do on the Ultrix side to start receiving those commands. So I'm going to flip back to the companion app here, and I'm going to go over to the button section. And here I'm going to create a button that's going to set a cross point on the Ultrix. So it's a regular button, and the regular button itself, when I press the button, I want an action to occur. So you can see my Ultrix SWP08 is down at the bottom of that list, and I'm going to add the function of setting a cross point. So set the cross point means you get to select the input and the output that you want to use. So you can see that it's set here. There's a delay. The delay is how much time is going to elapse after you press the button, I'm going to leave it at 0 milliseconds. Which level, which source, and which destination do I want to control? So it's one base, right? It's not 0 base, one base. So in this case, source 1 to destination 1 is a great test. And I can add in the different levels that I want to control. So you can see here I can add in level 2, level 3. So this will give me the first video level plus a stereo pair of audio. Now once I'm done setting my buttons, I should give it a name too. So I'll do 1 to 1. So source 1 to destination 1. There's a couple of ways we can test this. You notice that BitFocus actually gives us this test press feature. So if I go into the dashboard and I open up the control panel, I can see that my cross point for destination 1 is currently set to source 20. So if I scroll over here to source 1, which is where I expect it to go once I push that test feature, then you should see destination 1 is going to receive source 1 on 3 levels: video, audio 1, and audio 2. So let's test that. Do a test press. Go back to dashboard, and we can see that that's successful. So video, audio 1, and audio 2.